Cool in the gang.
You're the
No. 54.
oh.
Yeah. 54 going on 18. That's my story.
Well, you got to add them up.
Was that how it works?
54 going on 9.
All right.
Or it's 54 and you act like 9. I don't know, one of those two.
A lot of truth in that.
What's that? 9 might be too mature? Yeah.
Yeah, my spotter over here telling the truth again. So let's get back to the excitement of this race and wonder what Miss Alex Moore can do with all these crazy wild men behind her. Cody Eskew's worked his way up to 3rd position, and Sean Milligan is right there as well. So,
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. And actually, Cody's in 4th.
So I always thought it'd be cool. So you win the main event, nobody knows. You get out, you pull your helmet off, you get to shake your hair.
Yeah.
Oh, yes! That's kind of cool.
Absolutely.
So it's Alexandria Moore. Yeah, if you had hair. Our leader. So female phenom leads the way. And that's usually how it is. So you have a whole bunch of boys chasing the girl, right?
Exactly right.
And then Dad's sitting over there with the shotgun, so...
Her brother's already in the infield. He can't protect her anymore.
Oh, but Dad's... You know, they got that arm that's 18 miles long,
Yes.
you know.
Yes, we do.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Look at Cody Eskew.
Oh, no, not for long. We're good on the bottom there.
Alex Moore figuring out how to make that thing
And
16
she's
feet
searching.
wide.
And she is searching. Good for her.
Getting lots of light on the high side. Milligan relegated all the way back to 5th position. I wouldn't have predicted that. I expected him to be up there battling for the lead. Hellstrom's at 6.
Yeah.
Alec Justison with troubles over in turn 2 and brought us under another yellow.
At halfway, Driver Dave, only halfway. So still a long way to go.
Over under on cautions is 3 at this point. We have 3 more cautions.
Oh, there's a TV time limit?
No. We're going to be all right. Because of the nature of this event tonight, we're going to keep running until we get them done. We're one of the lucky tracks that we have a very understanding landlord, and there's no one close to us for miles around. So,
Right.
in fact, the very first night I was ever here, it was a practice night, and I spent the night here. And I quit racing, quit running laps at 2 a.m., and at 4 a.m. there was another car that started up running laps. So
Wow.
There was a 2-hour break, otherwise there was people running all night here. Very lucky to have this truck.
Well, you know, there was a cool thing they did at Willamette, the boards you got on the 4x8s there. What he did was he allowed anybody that wanted to put one up, you know, they get it painted. He let you put it up for free for the first year to see if it got you to see if it worked. And then after that, if it worked, I think it was still pretty reasonable, like $250 for the year. But he get, you know, so he got his wall covered, which made it look super cool.
Right.
And then so I don't know, man.
Very smart. Yeah, we've had a few people put up the billboards back there, and there are more available. There's a lot more space available here if you're looking to do some advertising to some potential car parts buyers or microsprint parts buyers. This would be a great place to advertise because we're all spending a lot of money on our race cars. I know that all of you that are racing do.
Well, you know, and hopefully everybody here is, you know, supports those that are,
absolutely,
you know, very brand loyal. So that's always
race fans and as a large group are very brand loyal.
Absolutely.
That's why NASCAR sponsorships cost what they cost, because they're that value. This is going to be fun. We're 10 laps down. All these drivers know what they've got. They've made any adjustments that they can make from within their cars. Some of them have adjustable wings, some of them have adjustable shocks. They've done all those adjustments based on what they've seen. And now we're back to green flag racing.
10 down. With another kid, but she was a little baby. I don't know what she was doing up top, getting that. She found that little bit of groove. Momentum's going to be the deal here, driver Dave.
Alec Justison is going to bring out another yellow. That'll be his second. He's going to be done anyway. He should have pulled into the pits. But his car stalled there, and he should have pulled to the infield. But yeah, he should have. He's done now anyway.
He could have just left. You could have still left the jump point, maybe.
So Alec Justison brings out his second yellow. He's going to be done for the contest anyway. So
yep, that's too bad. Tough break.
Too bad. He's a nice young man too.
And sometimes it's just like that, you know?
Yes, sir.
Well, Askew, or he's second spot, and
he sure is.
Good.
Cody Hunneman's got some more issues there in the 8.
So you really think he's going to pay for that 3-star?
Yeah, well, I think so.
You think?
Yeah, I think they're going to dock him at least one position, maybe 2.
9L and 6M.
The other 38's hot pits there in the infield.
Moody's out?
Yeah,
oh,
Jeremy
man.
Moody. Well, he may be. They may be just doing repairs or adjustments. That's what the hot pits are for.
Yep. Well, hopefully you get back out there. I mean, irregardless, you know, you want to
We want all
get out there
cars
and you want to
racing.
finish. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you know, that's the whole name of the game.
We always want all cars racing at the end. Most importantly, we never want anybody to get hurt. Rule number 1: nobody gets hurt.
All right. So that's too bad.
Alec
TJ, yeah, he's done 2 yellows, so he's DUN. I'm going to tell you, I am impressed with the 16. I mean, this many restarts, it's hard to get a rhythm and stay in the groove. And she has done a magnificent job leading the point here.
Yes, she has. Took the lead on lap 1 and has been able to hold it throughout, I don't know, 7 restarts at this point. 6 maybe so far. This might be the 7th, but
and then there were 11. We started 20 and now 11 remain.
yes.
Some through no fault of their own, others it's all about decisions.
Yes, it is.
Barbara Lewis says, great job to all the volunteers. She wants to thank all of you for everything you do, and
Second that.
she misses working at the track. Well, Barb Lewis, come on out. You're never without a job here, I'm sure.
Absolutely right. We need all the help we can get.
At least driver Dave does anyway.
Absolutely.
Here we go. That female phenom is tough under pressure.
This Alex Moore showing all the fellows how it's done. She's the last girl out there. Usually we have 3 or 4 girls running at 500. She's the last one tonight.
Oh, I'm done.
We got another crash over in turn
That's a
1 and 2.
9L.
Yes, yes. Lucas
Couldn't save it.
is in trouble over there. Lucas Tellstrom in the 9L.
You know, and that's where maturity's got to come in. You got to say, am I really that good? Do I need to push it, or do I just, you know, chill here and you know, I mean, I'm saying anything about, but you know, sometimes you got to know that it is what it is, you know. And
Yep.
should
Yeah, I
always
don't
be
know.
pushing, but you know, it's just that fine line right there.
Yeah, and I don't know if Lucas did anything there, if he got caught up by somebody else's over driving or running out of talent, which happens to all of us at some
Right.
point. driving a little too hot into the corner, picking the wrong line. The mistakes I make every time I race.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So, unless you're Alex Moore.
Yeah.
She didn't take any look at it.
Yeah.
They're all fighting each other for. That's what they want. Here we go. The
She
99.
can really roll hard through the corner. Cody Eskew is fast. He's fast, but she is faster on the high side.
56 is rolling upstairs, too.
Cody Eskew realizes that his only chance to catch her is now, and it's fading fast. As we complete lap 15, Alex Moore gets a little loose coming out of 2.
Trammer's up to 4.
Yeah, how about that? I wouldn't have guessed that.
That was a sleeper drive right there.
Absolutely. Milligan back to 5th. We're red again. We're red again. We got to crash in turn 4.
We got 2 of them over. It looks like dominoes right there.
Yep. 17
Both on
of
their
Colby
right
Juarez,
sides.
I can see. 17J of Colby Juarez.
17 and the 20 I don't know the 17J or whatever.
20 minutes.
Yes. Or 20B.
20B, probably a Mario Balestrini is the other car down there with Colby Juarez. Yes, it is.
He went around a couple times too in that
In his
main
heat
event
race.
or B man or heat race. Yeah. So
Yeah.
On the front straightaway, let's give us a pull real quick.
This race is going on long enough, folks, that we're going to allow our 500s to put in a splash of fuel so that they can complete the last 4 laps of this race. That's an unusual occurrence here, but we got to do it. Yeah, you never saw that one before, huh?
Well, I just say, I mean, hey, that's part of the.
We've only had 13 minutes of actual lap racing
Aren't they
time.
easier on fuel when you're
When they're shut off, they are.
or when they're just idling?
Yeah. Yeah, these guys are setting up to run 20 or so laps. And,
Right.
They put in enough fuel to go maybe 25 or 30. They've probably gone 55 laps with all the yellows.
So what about the guy that needs that weight to get, because the thing's maybe not as good as he wants, but the guy behind's getting ready to make, you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's a touchy deal there.
It is. It is. And usually we don't.
When the boss speaks.
That's the second.
They're like E.F. Hutton. Kind of weird on that.
Yes.
He hasn't been charged. He wasn't even charged for that yellow. It's the 17.
Balestrini is able to continue. They push him off.
That's the second.
The car looks all right.
Barb Lewis is the only one still chiming in. I wonder
Thanks,
if we
Barb.
lose some of those CKA guys,
Out of that deal, the 17J is the cause. So he's charged with that.
Well, UAS finally going to be coming up 4 laps. We're going to see if Eric Stansberry
Yeah.
can get his first big win,
He's probably in the staging area right now taking a nap.
but he's not.
Oh, okay. I like to.
Pacing maybe.
Yeah, I like to recommend that drivers get as relaxed as ultimately possible before the race.
Hey, well, let me tell you, if you've seen one of those,
I do sometimes.
if you've seen one of those carbon fiber seats by store cars that Wayne Felch does, I mean, you could probably sleep in it. I mean, they are nice.
I was looking at the one in the 7 car there. It looked gorgeous. I was fortunate enough to get a carbon fiber seat in my flat cart when I raced here. And funny, right after that's when I started winning.
Yeah.
There was a definite correlation between those two.
Well, it's driver comfort too.
Absolutely.
It's a big deal.
Critical, as in life or death. It's critical
It
that
is
we're comfortable.
just as much as placement is.
Yes. Because you got a good punch. Yes, dear.
So yeah, that'll be interesting. And then one time, Shane Smith,
Absolutely.
Brian Diotti, hopefully they got their clutch issues back together.
Diotti's got a lot of laps on this track, and he's always been successful when he's been here, so he has an advantage there.
Yes, and
Almost a hometown in
he'll
here.
roll it upstairs if he has to.
Yeah, and there's good bite to be had up there from what we've been seeing.
Yep. I mean, there's so many. You got Chase.